Ladies and gentlemen, we just received 27 minutes of pure creative mode gameplay from Hytale, and it is extremely exciting. Today we're going to be going over a bunch of news related to creative mode in Hytale, how it's going to look. My name is Duralius, so let's get right into this. Starting off here, we're going to be taking a look at a bit of a forum post or a blog for Hytale. They're talking about the creative mode for the game. In the creative mode, you'll be able to fly around and explore, create, edit, make things explode, and so much more. They are focused on creating an immersive experience that feels uniquely Hytale while supporting all players and creators with the features that they need. And they go right into the footage. And there's a lot of stuff that can be gleaned from this footage, notably paintbrushing abilities, the ability to copy certain locations and paste them in other regions, really impressive tools related to creating and removing shapes from your world, as well as a whole bunch of brushes to go along with it, a vast creative mode menu, and a whole lot more. Think about it akin to the way Minecraft operates with certain plugins and mods, but just built into the pure game. I think this is going to be something that's going to be incredibly useful for server operators, for individual builders, and so many more. In terms of those specific features, there's a lot to go over, so let's go into a deep dive. Starting with the deep dive here, we have the scripted brushes. These are shipping with Hytale and are simple asset-defined brushes that any modder or user can create more of. You can simply drag and drop them into your inventory to create mountains, grassy paths, procedurally generated ruins, and so much more. You can even edit these scripted brushes in the Hytale node editor, which is a visual editor, which is incredibly nice to see. There is also going to be a creative mode quick settings panel, allowing you to change your settings like flight speed, inertia, and so much more. It also expands and changes depending on the item in your hand, to allow you to have even more customizability of your tools. Customizability seems to be the name of the game here, and they have gone above and beyond in my view. Alongside the release, we're also getting a player model changer and NPC browser, including a list of over 100 models that you can spawn in your creative world and remix however you would want. In this case, they wanted to become a corgi model because they like dogs, but you're able to do pretty much whatever in terms of models and NPCs, and I imagine you'll be able to create more. There's also going to be a prefab browser and prefab editor. Basically, the prefab editor is a separate editing environment where you can load a selection of different prefabs into an empty world where you can then edit them, select them, or just browse them visually. In the video, they go into the prefab ruins that they wanted to paste into their smaller environment. Speaking of pasting, there's also going to be a paste tool. Paste allows you to precisely place a loaded prefab, or even use a prefab like a brush. You can use the arrow keys to easily make detailed, precise placements of multi-block structures, which is incredibly impressive and really nice to see in Hytale. One of the most interesting aspects of this is the Machinima tool. Next, in the video, they grab the Machinima tool that looks like a camera, and they create a camera actor that allows them to specifically keyframe environments and animate camera movement. This can be then placed all around your world. You can then adjust the speed and other settings to get the right control that they want, and the Machinima tools have a lot more features that aren't displayed in the video. There are also many features that they didn't show off because they maybe are working on things or maybe they're adding more, but the Machinima tools are scheduled for a massive upgrade in functionality and user experience in the coming months after launch. This is going to make making Hytale videos, content, trailers, etc. so much easier in the future. Players are going to be able to do a lot with these features, and I think the Machinima tool is one of the most interesting. Next in the video, they have the flying modes. Flight in Hytale is extremely customizable. You can change the speed, controls, flight mode, hover or directional flight, and even the inertia. If you like to stop suddenly or drift around at high speeds, Hytale will be able to handle it. There's also the shape brush. The paintbrush allows you to paint many different shapes of any size into the world. You can do pyramids, cones, squares, more. You can change the materials, the shape, the density, the wall thickness, the access that the thing is locked to, masks, and so much more. The paintbrush is a very customizable tool that you can use for pretty much any purpose, and they hope to make it better with time. I also imagine eventually you'll be able to paintbrush certain things or certain models into your world, so if you have a pattern that you would like to use, you will probably be able to paste it in. Very nice to see. There's also the selection tool, another versatile and customizable tool, allowing you to select 3D spaces and perform many different kinds of operations on them. It allows you to save prefabs, paste tons of blocks precisely, move entire objects, define regions, regenerate chunks, extrude, and a whole lot more. They're looking to add more selections to support any shape after release, as well as a magic wand tool for automatically creating selections by clicking on materials and selecting all of the same material nearby. Painting and making paintings and art in Hytale seems like it will be incredibly easy. Next up, we have the ruler and laser pointer tools. The ruler tool allows you to measure distances or mark outlines by placing lines into the world. The laser pointer tool allows you to show your friends where to look when words aren't enough. Really good to see this. This will be great in groups when you're trying to build alongside other people. I wonder if this ping system will probably be expanded. Maybe it could be leading eventually to full pinging as well as different colors for different lasers for when you're in a massive group of people. There's also the new and improved updated help menu. This is brand new basically that allows you to find creative commands much more quickly and discover new features easily. They hope to continue improving command support via help and new features. So here's some of that video. I gotta say, I think this looks incredibly good. A bunch of the Hytale builders also banded together to work on this, a castle build that I've gotta say looks pretty good. This will include a ton of different blocks, flying around, brushes, and the Hytale Machinima recording tools. It's an hour of building, condensed into about 3 minutes. It looks really, really nice. There's also a lot of terrain being created at the beginning of the video using the different creative mode brushes. There's also a bunch of in-depth analysis as to how all of this was built. If you want to see that analysis, you got to go to the full Hytale blog. But I've got to say, it is extremely impressive to see what people are going to be able to create and build using many of the tools that Hytale now has. Community support is seemingly their biggest goal. They stated at the bottom, they want to shape the future of creative mode for Hytale with the community in mind. They want players and groups and server owners to be able to create and build things faster and easier than ever before, and I think many of the tools that they've talked about here go a long, long way to making that happen. Wrapping up here, I've got to say, Ktar and his team have done an amazing job in terms of creating a lot of really good features for Hytale. I think that this is going to be incredibly impressive even upon release, even when compared to a lot of stuff that currently exists out there, whether it be Blockbench or Minecraft modding. This is excellent stuff. I think they've done an amazing job. I would love to see how things continue to improve for Hytale. I'll have everything linked down below if you want to check out all of this information. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Hytale news. We have a lot of stuff coming out over the past few weeks, and I imagine that won't be changing anytime soon. So, at the end of the day, fellas, look to the future. I'll see you then.